Do you want to learn a cool thing about cephalopods? Of course you do. They're the best animals ever. You might be thinking to yourself, Lizzie, what the heck? That's a fish. That's not a cephalopod. And you are absolutely right. This is a sturgeon. The reason why it's important is that for a while, we thought that the ancestor to this specific fish that lived in the Permian period around 180 million years ago was the first animal ever to have sex chromosomes. However, in 2015, we learned this is absolutely not true. A couple universities decided to start sequencing colioid cephalopod gene. They were trying to see if they had a two chromosome system like how we have XY, XX. And what they found is so much more impactful than that. By sequencing the DNA and mRNA of two types of cephalopods, they did Octopus bibaculotus, or the bimac, aka California two-spot, and they did the common cuttlefish, also Sepia officially valid. Here's the bimac and the common cuttlefish. Now, I did basic DNA sequencing in agar when I was working on my associate's degree, but the methods in this paper went way over my head, so I only gleaned a little bit. But basically, they determined that colioids do have sex chromosomes. Theirs aren't like ours. Males will have Z-Z pairing, and then females will have the karyotype of Z0, which means they only have one sex chromosome. They found this all on chromosome number 17. In females, it has way less genes, and in males, it's normal. They've determined that all colioids have this karyotype. Sequencing the DNA and mRNA allowed them to understand more about their ancient ancestors, which is phylogeny, and they created a tree or cladogram showing where and how far the groups are. This is an example of a cladogram. This is actually the cephalopod one, and I made it for one of my notebooks. The farther a branch is from something means that the further it branched off, and it means that they're less closely related. The closer means that they're closely related. So they found that chromosome 17 was weird in females, and that proved that they were gonochronistic, which means that they have a set gender. But they also found out, because of the ancestors and the phylogeny, that this Z0ZZ thing emerged in the Paleozoic era, which was 455 to 248 million years ago, largely predating the sturgeon fish and all vertebrates by hundreds and hundreds of millions of years, because they didn't even develop that until the Permian. Nautiluses are weird. This all branched off after nautiloids and colioids split, so they do not have the same Z0, ZZ pairing. Their sexual dimorphism is way more primitive and very simple. But yeah, that means that colioid cephalopods are the first known animals that ever had sex chromosomes, which is really, really interesting. So yeah, there, that's everything we know.